All right, the Wii U video, Nintendrone. This is probably the best video I ever made, hands down. This is like, I don't know if it's the best one, but it's definitely like top 5, easily top 5, for sure. Because again, like I was talking about with the Wii video, like I feel like this one is just, it's like the same thing as the Wii video, but just better, kind of in every single way. And the structure is way better. The kind of overall story I'm telling is a lot better, you know? And I feel like a lot of people during the time, like they really didn't like break down like why the Wii was bad. Because like once everything's said and done, you look back at the console, it's like, oh yeah, like it had Splatoon, it had Smash 4, like, oh, this is pretty good. But I think people just don't remember that like that first year or so where like there was nothing on the console and like no one was putting out games, and like that was it, you know. So that's almost like most of the video where I'm kind of just breaking down that like first year or so of the Wii U's existence where like it was just on like fucking death row, you know. But yeah, especially this video in comparison to the Wii video, again, there's just so many like more jokes. Like I feel like again, pacing's really good. It's like explanation of something, joke, explanation of something, joke. And that's like the whole video, and it's very entertaining the whole way through. I fucking like I was just watching this video like right before starting up this commentary track, and I was just like watching it like for like 30 minutes, like, oh shit, I gotta do the fucking commentary track, shit. Like it's such a breeze to watch. And yeah, and again, like, and it's kind of crazy because like I would say this video, I'm definitely much more negative to the Wii U than the Wii, but I feel like the Wii U was so bad that like people kind of, like even people who love the Wii U kind of like can't get upset over it because like it was so like objectively terrible that yeah, there's like almost no debate. Whereas the Wii, you know, the Wii was so massively successful that like when I shit on the Wii, you know, like there is like some warranted pushback that I feel like people get more mad about. But again, here I am kind of breaking down, yeah, just the terrible marketing of the Wii U because, bro, even to this day, like there are like I invited one of my friends over to my apartment and like the Wii U is just sitting. I just had it like sitting underneath like my like TV, like against with all my other consoles. And they're just like, oh, what is that thing? What is that thing? It's like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, it's the Wii U. And she's like, and they're like, no, what is that thing next to it? And it's like, oh no, that's the Wii U. It's the controller for the Wii U. She's like, oh, like even to this day, people still don't know what the fuck this thing was. You know what I mean? Like it was so bad. It was so fucking bad. It's crazy. This is kind of a funny bit. The bottom left is like an actual quote from the reveal of the Wii U, which is funny, from Reggie. This is one of my favorite bits. Just like Jimmy Fallon, the most normal ass motherfucker ever, just being like, what the fuck is this shit? Just sums up the whole thing, really. I mean, that sums up the whole fucking like, again, like the editing on this video is great. It's like, here's the reveal trailer. This is why it sucks. And then just cut to Jimmy Fallon not knowing what the fuck this is. And like, boom, you made the point, move on. Like the editing on this video is top tier. This is like one of the best videos ever. It's so fucking good.
Even if you did all of that, who gives a shit? The gimmick isn't revolutionary. It's not intuitive. And it's
yeah, man. It is kind of crazy how like the Switch is basically just like the Wii U gimmick, like the whole like gimmick, TV gimmick, but just better, you know, because it actually works. Because you can actually pick it up and just walk through a room and like it doesn't disconnect. Like, yeah, man. But if I'm being a lot kinder to the Wii U nowadays, I would say, yeah, like all the dual kind of like all the like Nintendo Land stuff where like you're playing on like the controller and you get like a different view and stuff. Like that was really cool. Like the Animal Crossing mini game on that thing was fun. And yeah, like the Luigi's Mansion thing, like that was fun. You know, like there were definitely some really cool, like unique experiences with the Wii U. And yeah, man. Another thing that I did really like about the Wii U that I didn't talk about in this video specifically was and the same thing with the Wii video was and with the Wii, you know, is the Wii U had like really good like virtual console support. Like if you wanted to go back and like play old Nintendo games, you know, off like the eShop or whatever, like the Wii U was like top tier. Like it had, because with the touchscreen, I think it had like DS games and shit. Like it had like fucking everything, bro. Like you could go back and play like any Nintendo game with the Wii U. Like, and also the internet browser was really good too. Like if you're watching YouTube videos, like you could like watch a YouTube video and then like scroll shit on the gamepad. Like it was pretty fucking sick. But again, I'm mainly in this video. I'm mainly just focusing on like the games because that's really the only thing that matters, you know. And kind of the same, and I kind of had the same approach with the Wii video as well. Like yeah, I guess like the Wii is like a great console because it has, you know, backwards compatibility with the GameCube and it has all this virtual console stuff. Like yeah, like objectively it's a good value, you know, to have all that stuff on one console. But like, yeah, I'm mainly just focusing on like the new stuff during the time because that's kind of like, that's like the main bread and butter of the console, you know? So this is kind of a funny bit that I know some people like didn't really like. I'm kind of like, I guess, kind of poor shaming because I'm like, bro, just get a second TV, duh, you know, idiot, you know? And it's like, what? There's like motherfuckers in poverty, like, can't afford a second TV, but like, bro, if you're buying a Wii U, you can afford another little small TV, bro. Like, come on, let's be fucking real here. Like, if you're buying a Wii U, that is an extravagant purchase. Okay, you can get a small ass little dinky ass shitty 20-inch, you know, flat screen TV for like $100 or so. Okay, Black Friday, it's. Like, this isn't like 2010, bro. You can get a good flat screen TV, okay, for like a couple, like $100, maybe like 200, okay, like 150 or so, like around that purchasing power, around that, like that cost, you can get a little dinky TV to give your kids, okay? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Again, just pointing out, again, the editing here is great. It's like, here's the gimmick. Here's the hypothetical scenario where it's pretty good. Here's me trying to use it. Oh, it sucks. You know, moving on. Like, the editing on this video is so fucking good. The pacing's great. The script is great. This is one of the best videos I ever made.
As far as critical reception is concerned, I don't care if Nintendo makes money. As long as the console has great games, I couldn't care less. I mean, the GameCube wasn't lighting the world on fire.
And this is kind of cool where, like, I am kind of retroactively going back and being like, yeah, dude, like, yeah, the GameCube did low-key kind of suck, and, like, it didn't make it that much money, but, like, yo, the games are great. Like, I am kind of glad I brought that up later down the road, because that was maybe the one thing I didn't bring up in that GameCube video. And again, funny callback to the Kirby City Trial bit, because it's true.
Like Nintendo was deliberately sabotaging its own console by refusing to put out games from their popular.
Yeah, man, the first year of the Wii U was so fucking bad. It was so bad. Like, Jesus Christ, it was so bad. Cause yeah, like looking back now, it's like, yeah, Breath of the Wild is on the Wii U, technically, you know, so it's like, oh dude, this console's awesome. It has Mario, it has Zelda, it has all the Nintendo eventually got around to like putting some good games on it, but like, yeah, at that point in time, like, you know, the Switch is out, like, you know, who gives a shit, you know? But I do kind of give Nintendo credit for at least kind of waiting it out, you know, because I do feel like any other company during the time would have just immediately dropped ship, and like I feel like Nintendo was like, oh shit, we gotta make it right with our fans, because that was like the cool thing about Nintendo during the time is like, man, like 2014, 2015, like, yeah, they were kind of sucking dick, and like, you know, it was just like the PS4 and Xbox One duking it out. But like, man, Nintendo's over here in the corner and like they're having fun. They're doing all their goofy ass Nintendo Directs. They're having like Mega 64 do their like announcement videos and shit. Like, it was so fucking cool. Like, it was such a like breath of fresh air. Like, oh man, like Nintendo's sucking a dick, but like, man, like I do love them as a company. Like, you know what I mean?
But then they forgot that they actually have to add new things to the game. So then they're like, oh, wait, we actually have to do something. I guess we'll add an...
Yeah, and here I'm kind of like... I am talking about... I've talked about this so much, like the new Super Mario Bros. Sucking dick and stuff, and I am kind of remixing the joke a bit in the context for this Wii U video, where it's like, oh, dude, the acorn power-up, I don't fucking know. Oh, new game, you know, like... That was essentially how they were approaching the new Super Mario Bros. Games. It was Nintendo. Now, all things considered, Nintendo Land was pretty fun. I do definitely agree with everything I'm saying in this video. Like, it is like not. It's like a shittier Wii Sports because, again, like the whole game kind of centers around the fact that like you just have all your old Wii shit lying around to do the multiplayer, but like. Yeah, man, they really shouldn't have done that. They should have like designed it to where you could do everything right out the box. Or at the very least, like if you're giving like the deluxe set out, like maybe like include a Wiimote or something. Like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, but again, that'd probably piss people off too, because like, why the fuck am I getting like Wii remotes for the Wii U? So I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't have been a good idea. I don't know. And yeah, that's like a problem with the Wii U, you know, in general. Like the because of the like you can't like the handheld like tablet is like a part of the console, so it's not like you weren't able to like walk into the store and get like a second Wii U tablet, you know. And I actually remember during that time, I think like. During that time, I think I had like the Wii U tablet like out kind of just lying out in the living rooms at some point, and like, yeah, dude, like the cat like my cat walked by and like brushed against it, and like it fell out of the like the holder the charging holder thing, and it fell on the ground and it broke the screen, and it's like fuck, and then you're just totally fucked because now like you know what I mean, like you can't go to the store and buy another Wii tablet. So what you basically had to do was you had to like basically go through like Nintendo support to like send it over to Nintendo to replace the screen, and like that was like again like that was like such a shitty thing with the Wii U. Like having the tablet be such a dedicated part of the experience, and then like not being able to like buy it individually, or you know what I mean, like I don't know, it sucked. It really did. And again, the good thing with the Switch is like, yeah, the Joy-Cons are like overpriced and shit, but at least like if the Joy-Cons kind of, you know, freak out on you or get like gross and messy, or like the buttons don't work, like you could just buy a new pair, you know, like can you imagine if like an alternate universe where like the Joy-Cons on the Switch were like permanently attached to the sides, you know what I mean, like, and if those, and you started getting like Joy-Con drift, and it's like, okay, what do you do now? Like, okay, I guess you got to send it in Nintendo, you know what I mean? Like, That would have sucked dick too. Like man, like yeah, the Wii U tablet, like it was cool, but like man, it was just
Perhaps it might be a 3D Super Mario game, a next-gen Zelda, maybe a brand new Super Smash Bros. But for whatever reason, that doesn't happen. In fact, within the first year of the system's release,
yeah, bro, and Nintendo did the same exact shit with the 3DS too during the time. They like released the 3DS like a year earlier than they should have. Like they were like, I don't know what they were doing during the time. Like they kept like rushing their consoles out before like before anything was ready yet. And they did the same shit with the 3DS and they did with the Wii U too. Like it's ridiculous. Like I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. It's so dumb. They were so dumb during the time. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
I remember trying out the game demo and having no idea how to play the game. The weapons felt
But yeah, man, dude. This is like the time I got into Monster Hunter because it was like the only game on the system. It was like literally the only game on the system. So like so many people were like actually trying out Monster Hunter for the first time because like Nintendo released nothing. But yeah, low key this game is kind of shit though because of all like the swimming sections, but yeah, all the swimming sections in that game suck dick, and I'm glad they don't have it in anymore. But overall, Monster Hunter was still fun. I did enjoy that game. This is a great bit here, where I'm kind of just being like, oh, dude, WarioWare's so great, and then it's like not a WarioWare game. It's like, why the fuck did you not make a WarioWare game? Why did they not make a WarioWare game? What are they doing? Oh my god.
Oh, it's nothing. Oh, okay. Nintendo released nothing. Shortly after,
why
released Pikmin 3, which was pretty fun, but I didn't really give a
again, my classic. I really got to give Pikmin a shot at some point because I ended up playing. I basically got this game for free because Nintendo was doing that like rewards program where like I forget what it was. Like you buy like Mario Kart 8 and they like give you a free game for free, or essentially like a buy one get one free shit. And I think that's why I got Pikmin 3. But yeah, like I played it a little bit and I was like, oh, this is pretty fun. But then like I don't know, I dropped it at some point. I don't know. Maybe I should do like a Pikmin retrospective and like actually like play all the games because I do like low key like I've never given a Pikmin game like an honest shot. Like I've never like because like even in the GameCube video I didn't talk about Pikmin at all. Like I am 100% like transparent with the fact that like I've never given a shit about Pikmin. And here's the funny bit. I'm talking about the Wonderful 101. Like, this is the greatest game ever, and, like, no one played it. Like, it's ridiculous. Especially during this period of time where, like, the Wii U's out, it's on the Wii U as an exclusive, and, like, no one played it. Like, it's like... It's so ridiculous, bro. How did, like, no one... And I think the reason why this was the case was I feel like this game kind of came out at, like, the worst time possible, where like it's kind of like later in the year 2013 where like at that point in time like the Wii U was already kind of like in a death spiral, and like I feel like people just weren't paying attention at that point. Like I feel like if this came out within like the first couple of months or so, I feel like people would have given it a shot, but like I think that's what ended up happening. When the fuck did I'm actually looking this up. Wait, Wonderful 101 release date Wii U. When did this come out? Yeah, man, it came out in August. The Wonderful 101 came out in August. Again, this is the whole point I was making the video. Like, they didn't release like anything. Like all these games came out in like the late 2013. Like there was like this 6-month period in like 2013 where like nothing came out. It's like what was Nintendo doing? Oh my god. Yeah, bro, because if the Wonderful 101 came out in, like, January or, like, March, like, yeah, people would have bought it and they would have played it. It would have been awesome. Like, but, like, no, they shafted all their fucking games. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing with the Wii U?
Favorite
Ugh.
GameCube games.
God.
It's a nice remake, but what the fuck? So, after a very long time, Nintendo finally.
And again, the Wind Waker HD, that was fun, I guess. I don't know.
I had a lot of fun with this game, but
And I know like 10 billion people are like, why don't they port the Wind Waker HD to Switch? Why don't they port Twilight Princess HD? And it's like, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care at this point. Whatever. I played those games. They're fun, but like,
2D, 3D Super Mario.
I don't know.
It seemed like a huge step backwards. In retrospect, it was actually a lot better.
Yeah, this game was really fun.
But at the same time, it wasn't all that exciting. And if Nintendo was trying to
Yeah, man, they really needed like a Super Mario Odyssey type game at this point in time, because like,
desperately needed some crazy next-gen experience. And frankly, 3D World was just a bit too simplistic. Now, I know what some people might be thinking. Hey, Sam, these are all some pretty good Wii U games. What's the problem? I mean,
and here I'm really breaking down like the release dates of all these games, because that's totally 100% what killed the console.
Wii U's been out for all of 2013, and Nintendo has nothing to show for it. I mean, all respect to Capcom and Platinum for making some great games, but if you bought the Wii U expecting some classic Nintendo games, you're fucked.
Also, a funny callback to the F-Zero, the Wii video where just F-Zero, it's like, that isn't real, this shit's over. Just put a big X over F-Zero. That's funny. That's a funny callback.
Smash Bros. Ready? Where's Star Fox? Kirby? Metroid? Fucking Donkey Kong? Seriously, where's anything? Mario Kart isn't out yet? Yoshi? No Yoshi game? You couldn't even shit out one of those? You couldn't have
God, I remember when they were releasing Donkey Kong, whatever.
What was Nintendo
Donkey
even
Kong,
trying to do?
whatever, Barry Blitz or whatever the fuck that game was. And it was just like, I remember there's that interview with like Jeff Keighley, and he's like interviewing like Reggie, and he's like, yo, any like, what cool games are coming on the Wii U? And it's just like, we got Donkey Kong, Cranky Kong's in the game. It's like, what the fuck? What is this shit? God damn it. This shit sucks. Mario and Sonic at the fucking Olympics. That's a funny joke. Just whatever. They're at the fucking Olympics. Who cares?
Bullshit when they literally have nothing on their console. Did they really think that people would buy an entirely new?
And this is a really good point that I feel like no one else was really making during the time. Like,
yeah, they did. Like I said before,
like yeah, like they basically just released all their like top selling Wii games for the Wii U and just expected everyone to like go crazy over it. And it's like, bro, like, no, you needed like Super Mario Galaxy and Twilight Princess. Like, you needed all these good ass Wii U games to get the people in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit. It's so dumb. And again, like, I feel like if they just marketed the Wii U a bit better, or just had like a better gimmick, like maybe it would have worked, but like, man, like, I don't know, like, I do feel like people did check the fuck out with the Wii. Like, all these casual people did totally check out with the Wii, and yeah, this is a good point I'm making here, where I'm like, these are supposed to be the good games. Like, these are the top sellers that Nintendo is banking off of. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Like,
it's like all of Nintendo's dumb decisions will finally start to make sense. I mean, launching the system with New Super Mario Bros. U seems like an incredibly stupid decision. It's boring, it lacks creativity.
Again, I'm kind of shitting on New Super Mario Bros. U a bit too much. It was an okay. As a launch title, it's okay. Like, but again, like, in the context of like the Wii U as a whole, like, they really needed like yeah, like a Super Mario Galaxy type shit, you know?
With the Wii U, it sort of felt like Nintendo had this out-of-touch baby boomer attitude, where they didn't realize that the Wii was just a fad. With the Wii, Nintendo had garnered this incredibly large audience of players. But in the grand scheme of things, most of Nintendo's casual audience bought the Wii to play Wii Sports. Maybe they bought
And again, I just realized
and then they checked out.
at that part of the video back there where I was comparing the sales of New Super Mario Bros. U to Super Mario Galaxy, I did actually make an accidental edit, and I highlighted Super Smash Bros. Brawl instead of Super Mario Galaxy, but it was still on screen, and you could still see the sales. I just highlighted the wrong game for whatever reason. I don't know why I made that mistake. But whatever, I'm not going to rewind to show it. You can go back and check it out, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to rewind the whole fucking video just to highlight it.
There was essentially a 9-month gap after launch where Nintendo released nothing.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
Casual shit wasn't out until the end of the year. Seriously?
Like, can you imagine waiting like 6 months and then getting Game & Wario and like that's it? Like, that's crazy. Like, what the fuck were they doing, bro?
November 7th, Mario and Sonic at the goddamn fucking Sochi Olympics. November 15th. Like, this is pathetic. Now, I'm a cynical asshole, right? I know that. You know that. We all
God.
know that. If you ever seen any of my videos, I don't have to prove anything. Even if we take the most cynical approach to this situation and say that Nintendo was just planning on selling the fuck out to their massive...
Yeah, man, because like even if they were like trying to sell the fuck out to these dumbasses, like that wouldn't have worked either because they didn't have the games ready. What are they doing? God. I'm so glad we're past this shit because yeah, man, because with the Switch, I don't want to spoil too much about the Switch video I'm working on, but man, like the fact that they just had the fact that they had the Switch and they just had the benefit of like no one playing the Wii U, so they could just repackage all these Wii U games as Switch games, like that just made the Switch so much better. Because then it's like, because then like the whole year, the first year of the Switch or so, it's like, boom, right out the gate, Breath of the Wild's on the fucking Switch. You got your fucking awesome game, and then you just had all these like good Wii U ports just like sprinkled in. And like that's all you needed. And then like at that point, like the momentum for the console just like skyrocketed. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you just need to have like your one good game that people will buy the console for. And like, that's all you need. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo just needs to have like one Zelda game or one really good Mario game or Mario Kart or Smash or I don't know, like anything. Like, they just need like their one solid game, you know? And again, I'm kind of talking about like, yeah, bro, in that hypothetical world where they just like, where they released the Wii U in 2013, like, instead of, like, if they released this, if they just waited on their games, they just sat on their games and just released the Wii U in 2013, it would have been like a great console launch. Like, it would have had Monster Hunter, you would have Pikmin, you'd have New Super Mario Bros. U, maybe you sprinkle out the other games later down the road. Like, it would have been like, it would have just been like the GameCube, kind of like it would have been like a niche console, but like it had some good games. And like, holy shit, this is like it's kind of goofy, but it's a great console, you know? And here I'm kind of highlighting just like all the bad news of the Wii U. Dude, like, cause all this news was happening with the Wii U, like a good 9 months of just shit like this, like completely uncontested. You know what I mean? Because Nintendo was releasing nothing. Like, they had nothing to kind of counter this, like, bad messaging, you know? That's funny bit.
What? Who the fuck is gonna buy a Wii U after hearing all that shit? Fucking nobody, that's who! This started to send the Wii U into an inescapable death spiral. You see, the Wii U launched with some pretty poor launch titles, which as a result caused people...
And this is, like, the true reason of why the Wii U like ended up being bad, because again, Nintendo kind of just got put into its place where they were the only ones making games for the console because no one else was like, well, we're not making a fucking Wii U port. We're not making a Wii U game if no one's buying the console, no one's gonna buy it. Like, what the fuck? We're not doing that, you know?
Which then causes more third-party developers to continue not wanting to develop games because no one's
yeah.
So now no one's making games for the Wii U because no one's buying it, and no one's buying it because Nintendo didn't release any good games. Now, Nintendo did eventually announce and release...
I mean, it does kind of suck that, like, it's kind of all on Nintendo to, like, get their console, get the ball rolling, you know, like,
console wasn't making that much money.
but man, like it is like, bro, it's your console. You guys got to get your shit together at launch. Okay. You got to like release some good games at launch. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the Wii U was bad. In the best case scenario, the Wii U might have been an underrated console with a really niche appeal. But 2013 solidified the Wii U as being a console that's objectively shit.
funny bit again. Game over. Game over. Yeah. I love that sound effect.
So now it's 2014 and shit's fucked. Right out of the gate, the Wii U was an unmitigated disaster, and there was nothing Nintendo could do that was going to save it. Nintendo realized that appealing to their casual market,
and again, like, I feel like once, like, as much as I hate the Wii U, like, or I don't even hate the Wii U technically. Like, I do like the Wii U overall, but yeah, even during the time, like, this was like a good period with Nintendo where like they were doing all this fun shit. They were finally releasing like some good games and like, yeah, and all that like energy carried over to the Switch. And like, again, like I feel like that's why the Switch did so well, is because it's like, yeah, again, we're not focusing on like the dumb Wii shit. We're not focusing on dumb gimmicks. We're just like, here's a basic ass console that just plays all the games you want to play. And like, that's where I enjoy Nintendo the most, where they're just like, where I just want to play their games and I just want the console to work, you know, and that's it. Like, that's all I want from Nintendo. Like, I don't need some goofy ass controller shit. I don't need all that crap, you know?
Nintendo to finally transition away from all the terrible shit they've done with the Wii. Much like how the Wii transitioned from high-quality first-party titles to stupid casual bullshit, the Wii U transitioned from stupid casual bullshit to high-quality first-party titles. The year started off pretty well with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Now,
oh god, fucking Donkey Kong Banana Blitz, whatever the fuck. This game's okay. I mean, all things considered, this game is pretty good.
Some good games. Then around the end of
but again, like, I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of the Donkey Kong games. I mean, they're cool, they're good, but
I was actually really excited for. It was a pretty good blend of
yeah, bro, this is the game they needed. Mario Kart 8 was so good when it came out on the Wii U. Like, this was so like, the game looks so fucking good. It was fun to play. There was multiplayer, so like everyone's gonna grab a Wii U to do multiplayer. Like, bro, this is the game they need to have, like, within the first couple of months of the console. You know what I mean?
And it seemed like Nintendo realized this as well. In fact, Nintendo was so desperate to sell.
Yeah, and here I'm talking about, like, the promotion. And this is how I ended up getting Pikmin 3. That's why I ended up buying Pikmin 3, because I basically bought Mario Kart 8 and got this shit for free. It also became the top-selling Wii U game. Yeah, dude, no shit, it became the top-selling Wii U game, because it was like it was the first game on the console that like was worth getting the console for. Like, it was like, yeah, finally, like a good fucking game. Holy shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Breath of the Wild would have been that game too, but again, that came out like at the tail end where the Switch was already out, and it's like, well, I'm not getting this game on Wii U, bro. I'm getting it on the Switch. You know what I mean?
Or some shit, but luckily Aonuma was overseeing the project and put a stop to that shit. That's probably why this game turned out as good as it did. So, this game's pretty good. I think, like, if you're into, like, this is probably like one of the best Dynasty Warriors games overall, like. And again, I don't know, like the Zelda aesthetic, like, I think it's cool, like. And yeah, that game was really fun. Bayonetta 2 came out around the same time as a Wii U exclusive. And I ended up playing the Switch port of that too. And bro, that game is so fucking long. There's so much shit in that game, it's ridiculous. Kind of way too much, honestly. But it's cool that they have all that shit in it. But and that's fucking sick, dude. Like, the fact that they included Bayonetta 1 with Bayonetta 2, like, that was so fucking cool. That was fucking cool. Yeah, bro, there was like that famous their famous kind of E3 2014 where like they were just popping the fuck off. emphasis on local multiplayer actually made the Wii U stand out a bit. They released a GameCube adapter at launch to please the hardcore fans of the series, and overall, it's just a really good game. It even ended up becoming one of the fastest-selling Wii U games ever. With that said, you'd think that the 3DS and Wii U versions of Super Smash Bros. Would have made Nintendo a shit ton of money. Well, hilariously enough, one of the most profitable things to come out of the release of Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, the fucking amiibos.
On the Super
I
Smash Bros. Release date,
I
Nintendo also
I really shouldn't be shitting on amiibos because I definitely do have like a little collection of amiibos, but
incredibly lucrative toys to life genre.
it is funny how like the most profitable thing to come out of Nintendo during the Wii U was just these stupid little plastic figures that people like were just collecting and putting on their shelves. It's so funny. And again, the concept is so cool because like you played Super Smash Bros. And you'd see the trophies and it's like, dude, I'd want like a little collection of trophies like that. And then they put out the amiibos and it's like basically that. So that was like kind of genius. But again, the kind of the shitty thing about the Smash amiibos is, yeah, they clearly didn't plan it out because like all the like poses in the Smash 4 renders, like they weren't really good like for trophy poses. So a lot of those older Smash amiibos look kind of shitty. Dude, the original Splatoon, this was such a fun game to play. This was the like once I started playing Splatoon and got into it, I was like, okay, this is like the Wii U was worth it when I got this game. You know what I mean? Because this was like such a fun, unique experience that like it's crazy how like because I remember when they announced Splatoon and it's like, what the fuck is this? This is such a weird game. But then like it's crazy how like Splatoon just like immediately like, oh yeah, that's Nintendo. You know what I mean? Like immediately it's just okay, you're alongside Mario and shit, bro. Splatoon, that shit's hype. Just like on release. Yeah, this game, I don't know. Whatever, I'm not playing this shit.
I couldn't care less. Me personally, I grew up playing a ton of custom Super Mario levels off of emulators, so I already knew that it wasn't going to be.
I've never been like a huge fan of Super Mario Maker. I don't know. I just there's something about like just playing like I don't like playing custom levels. Like I really want like. I really enjoy just like, Mario levels made by professionals, like because I don't know, there's something about like the aesthetics of like fan made levels. I don't know. I just don't vibe with it at all. I'm just like,
I prefer that they were made by a team of professionals instead of some dipshit kid. Now, after Super Mario Maker was released, I feel like this was the end of the Wii U. The console finally had some good games, a lot of the hardcore fans were somewhat satisfied with what they got, and it seemed like...
Yeah, like the last year the Wii U was like... The last like year or so the Wii U was like... It was very much like just like, oh, here's a port of this bullshit, like Twilight Princess, it's like, okay... Like, you could definitely tell they were, like, gearing up for the Switch at this point in time.
Since Nintendo was clearly just dumping whatever Wii U games they had left. They released Kirby and the Rainbow Curse early in the year, which was clearly made to justify the use of the Wii U gamepad, despite the fact that it should have been a 3DS game. Mario Party 10 also came out early in the year.
I remember I had a whole section where I was talking about, like, how that game kind of sucks because you have to like draw on the gamepad and it's like, well, why am I just looking at like that Canvas Curse game kind of sucks because like you want to look at the TV to look at all the cool graphics, but then like you have to play on the tablet to draw the lines, and it's like, why am I even playing this on the TV then? It's so kind of goofy. I've never played Pokken. Looks kind of cool, but I don't know. It just never really clicked with me. Yeah, all this stuff is everything kind of past. A lot of these Wii U games are kind of mid.
As you can see, the quality of games ranges from slightly average to fucking awful.
Yeah, a lot of these Wii U games are just mid. Like Twilight Princess HD. I mean, it's Twilight Princess, you know, but
the last couple of years of the Wii U's life cycle was pretty boring.
I don't know.
Nintendo was saving most of their good games for the Nintendo Switch. In fact, the Nintendo Switch looked
This is kind of interesting. I'm doing like a
when I saw the initial review,
sort of like
it made the
preview to the Switch video here.
like, God damn, I can't wait to throw
Because
this
again, I feel like
like fuck the Wii U.
bro, because like, man, like
Now, one of
the
things
Switch
about
totally did like
Nintendo
steal the Wii U's lunch
Legend of
here
Zelda
because
Breath of the Wild, but not really. I mean, at this point, the Wii U was essentially
yeah, the fact that like
console was
the
discontinued.
Switch kind of just stole Breath of the Wild off of the Wii U, and it's like, oh, there's a Switch game now, you know, like
Switch as well. And as much as I hate
it's kind of just like, yeah,
the definitive
that would have been the game that kind of like redeemed the Wii U, but
Breath of the Wild would have
now it's on the Switch and no one gives a shit. It's like
I mean,
shit,
in terms
man.
of gameplay, Breath of the Wild was a beautiful return to Legend of Zelda. It had the core staples of the Zelda series with exploration, sword combat, and puzzle solving. but
And again,
most
like,
importantly, also
and
gameplay.
I do bring this up in the video, but like,
This was a game that
yeah,
truly
like
felt
literally like
magic.
every fucking game that was on the Wii U just got ported over to the Switch with like more content, just like the definitive version on the Switch. And it's like, bro, why would you like now there's like literally no reason to ever go back to the Wii U, like ever. Like even the Wonderful 101's on the Switch now. You know what I mean? It's like fucking hell, dude. Like what else is there? Like Xenoblade Chronicles X, you know, like the fuck? I don't think I didn't even talk about that game in this video. Like that's how forgettable it was.
To make matters even worse, almost every noteworthy game on the Wii U was ported directly to the Switch with
What else is on that? Yeah, like the shitty Star Fox game. Like who gives a fuck? Like leave that on the Wii U. That can die, you know, like
even a brand new battle mode. Bayonetta 2 was ported to the Switch along with Bayonetta 1 as well, with the promise of Bayonetta 3 in the future.
God,
The
Bayonetta
Switch
3 was so
became a
fucking
brand new
bad.
Monster Hunter,
Fuck
which is
Bayonetta 3.
basically Monster Hunter 3
Oh my god.
with way more monsters to fight. Hyrule Warriors got ported to the Switch with all the DLC and all the
Yeah, dude, this
content
game
in
was great.
DS version.
The definitive
Super
edition.
Smash Bros is being ported over to the Switch as an updated Ultimate version.
Okay, and some people said, "Oh, it's not technically Smash 4." It's like, bro, it's basically Smash 4. Okay, it's Smash 4. They like updated the gameplay mechanics a little bit. Technically, it's like a new game, whatever, quote unquote. It's a Smash 4 port, basically. That's what that game was.
A ton of new content as well. New Super Mario Bros. U is getting ported to the Switch, which includes all the DLC and 2 new playable characters. Even Captain Toad.
Yeah, bro, even Captain Toad got ported. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, the Wii U's got nothing. The Wii U, like,
They don't give a fuck. Now, I'll always go back and play the Wonderful 101 because I love
throw it in the trash. Uh-oh. I gotta throw it in the trash now.
Wii U in the trash.
Shit.
Seriously,
Shit.
I'm not even joking. Without the
I still do have it. I still do have the Wii U, guys. I did not throw it out. I'm sorry.
because all the
I'm still gonna hold on to it, probably.
outdated. I mean, who the fuck is going to plug in their Wii U to play Super Smash Bros. When the Switch version has the exact same roster with more characters and stages? Fucking no one! This game is worthless! Throw it in the fucking garbage!
Yeah. This is a funny bit, too, where I'm just like, just silent. Just like,
Man, I don't even know what to say at this point.
it's like, you know, just sitting there just like,
Depressing. I mean, I
Jesus
never
Christ.
as hard as the Wii.
That's a funny
I think
bit.
The entire console was shit. Most of the good games are completely outdated now. And honestly, I don't really care.
Dude, the editing, the scripting, the pacing on this video is god tier. This is like the best video I ever made. It really
It
is.
was so terrible that it actually forced
And
Nintendo
again, I
to
think I'm just really good at like, if there's something that's like low key kind of bad and I get to like talk about it and like talk about why it's bad, like it does make for like the Wii U is like the perfect kind of video to make this console retrospective type thing on, you know, because it was bad, but there was some good stuff and too, so I do have a little bit of everything to kind of talk about here. And again, I'm not like, even though I'm shitting on the Wii U, I am like being pretty positive, like overall, like I think I was a lot more nicer to the Wii U than I was the Wii.
Nintendo because they were family friendly. The reason I grew up liking Nintendo was because they just so happened to make good games, and that's about it. So now that they finally moved past all this dumb Wii shit,
I'm working on my Switch video now as I'm recording this, so that'll be fun. I'm trying to get that out soon.
Involves porting the wonderful 101 because the Wii U fucking sucks.
Yeah, man. Don't time to throw it in the garbage. Wonderful 101's on the Switch and Steam and PS4. I don't know. Yeah, dude, Wii U video. This is the best video I ever made. I don't know if it's the best ever made, but it's like top 5. This is easily like top 5. Easily top 5 for sure. Yeah, dude, moving on.